Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm sorry I'm a little late as usual. Well, not as usual, but I'm sorry that that I obviously do live streams a bit early. So yeah. So what's up, everyone? Because I was a bit very busy as fuck, of course. But yeah, I hope someone shows up. Uh, Hello, TM52. Shit. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. A laptop. L. Oh, hey, Garrett. So got yeah, I know. Very exciting that that there's gonna be a Godzilla minus one sequel. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I got a Fast Cat title. Now the only thing I gotta do is like show the AKC title paper, and then I could get a ribbon, a big ass ribbon, because I had to see how many points I got since I have the AKC ribbons. Well, the AKC blue ribbons. Um, yeah. Oh, hey, Tony. Or Tony Montana slash Alex. I saw the new Ceratopsian figure. It starts with an F, I believe. At first, I thought it looks like one of those shitty toys, but no, it's not. And it's by Collect Day. And there's also a type of Erictorid as well, which I think that looks pretty cool as well. But yeah, when Godzilla comes back in a sequel, I want to see him 10 as a worldwide threat to the world and see other countries involved to stopping Gods. That would be cool. Like who knows? Like maybe in Godzilla minus one, he tries to go after people in America this time, or maybe the UK or some other shit. It would be the same director from Godzilla minus one, but it would be Godzilla minus two or some shit or whatever, or Godzilla minus one, the sequel. I don't know, but yeah. Or maybe who knows? Maybe Godzilla will fight off against another monster, or Godzilla would be an anti-hero. Who knows? Because this movie almost follows GMK, and it also follows the 1954. Basically, it feels like a combination of GMK and 1954 Godzilla, in my opinion, at least. But yeah. Yes, I had. It's pretty cool. Did you see my top 7 favorite dino villains? Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. It wasn't actually that easy, but you know, I forgot the Fantasia Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I guess it's because that I only watched it on YouTube. That's why, like, I mean, it was part of my childhood, but like, I didn't like grew up when I was like really, really little of it. So yeah. I mean, but then again, look at the Indominus Rex. I saw it when it was like when I was like at the end of a junior in high school. Hey, Anthony. And a lot of people are complaining about Godzilla's short scene because of Toho's budget. Um, I don't think that. Well, Godzilla did appear a lot in it, but yeah, I feel like that this Godzilla is gonna give a not a. He probably doesn't give a fuck still about people. He just wants to destroy everybody that crosses its path. That's what Godzilla is. I don't think that he's not a revengeful monster. He just doesn't give a shit. He's like, get the fuck out of my way kind of thing. I'll be with you shortly. I need to hang my clothes. Okay. Oh, hey, Mecha G0. Hey, Dino Diego. You guys can show up. Pretty good, Mecha G0. Yeah. I'm just dealing with this clown named At T. Oh man, I had to deal with him like 3 years ago, I believe. He's such a clown. Like, I mean, an animal that weighs in like 1,000 or 2,000 pounds doesn't run 40 miles per hour. Yes, I am aware that a racehorse, which it is 1,000 pound animal, but that's like natural, not natural selection. That's selective breeding. Because racehorses like the thoroughbred are bred to run. You know, I don't know. But then again, look at the black rhino. I don't know. Oh, come on, you piece of shit laptop. I mean, phone. Um, yeah, I'm actually really excited for the figures to come out. Um, Actually, I gotta go on Facebook to see those figures again. Oh, Creative Beast Studios with their Elephant series, they're back now, but I'm still not gonna get them. I'm probably gonna get them on eBay, even though eBay is expensive as fuck. But yeah, paleo, oh, paleo figures. Oh, and PNSO just made a ceratopsian figure called Lecco Lecguy Darian Naish actually found this animal. I believe it was like last year. Yeah, holy shit. And Creative Beast Studio is doing a Ostroraptor, which at the time I thought it was going to be a some type of troodontid that they were doing because I was on the live stream, but no, it's confirmed that it's an Ostroraptor. Recur is a pretty good company. Not Rebor, but Recur. Oh, they have the minis. Their minis are actually pretty cool. Like the Giganotosaurus. The Rex looks pretty cool. The Carno's pretty cool. I know that Shawa is doing another Rex figure. So yeah. Yeah, I agree. The 2005 Collect A Ceratopsian model looks, I think, Mr. Common Species. It's pronounced low key ceratops, low key ceratops. The the ceratopsian that Darry Naish found, yeah. And the ceratopsian from Collect Day, the name of that species is fuck. Where is that fucking name? Oh, Farco Farcat Ceratops. Furcoceratops. Yeah, I'm not good with some of these new names. But yeah, Furcoceratops. Yeah, I thought it looked shit for a second, but no, it's pretty damn cool. Yeah, Collecte is really good, and Rebor is doing a Boozy Dufro um, model, which looks pretty cool as well. Oh, hey, Antony. Oh, hey, Mecha
Hey,
G Zero.
good afternoon, Tyranotherium.
Hello.
How's your day going, buddy?
Good.
Nice, nice. Talking dinos?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Let's see here. You send out any more invites to the stream?
I'm inviting what's his name Antony
Mm-hmm.
and stuff,
Sweet.
and
Any
I'm
you gonna
what
invite Eric or Junebug?
well, okay, so when you show up, it's gonna be silent for them,
Oh,
you
really?
know. Yeah, I am not. I'm still friends with them, and I'm not on no one's side. I mean, don't get me wrong. It I I'm just being cautious. Let's just say with you.
No, I get that.
I'm not
Uh,
being a dick or anything. I don't want to be a dick, you know. It's just that what you did was wrong big time because like that's really dumb. Like
it
who
was
prank
dumb.
who
It
who
was dumb.
pranks who pranks their who pranks death, on YouTube like that? Like who pranks their death?
Um, Silly people like myself. Um, but yeah, it was stupid, and I don't feel bad in regards to Junebug, but I do feel bad when it comes to Eric. I'll be 100% honest. I do feel remorseful towards Eric, and
But
I have
why
invited him to call me. He has
but
my
why
number.
because he's pissed off at you.
I know he is, and he has every right to be.
But why Jukebug? Like why are you what
Oh, there's stuff that I don't really want to get into right now publicly yet about him. We'll just say, but I will say that I highly recommend that ties be severed with Junebug because there's some stuff that's going to come out and it's not going to be pretty.
well, all I know is that Jukebug Film is my friend, and
No, I get that.
I don't want I I I just want peace, that's all. Between you and Junebug and stuff like that. That's all.
I want peace between you and Eric, like me, you and Eric.
I'm
Junebug, I don't really
I'm
care
I'm
about.
friends with Eric.
No, Eric's great. No, like I said, I feel great remorse when it comes to Eric. I really do. I wish I could apologize. I wish he'd give me a chance to apologize to him. But I understand that, you know, tensions are high. So I will allow him to reach out when he's ready.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah. How do you mean?
Well, I he said that he said that if even if you apologize, he's not going to respond because that was a jerky move. You know, we were sad back then. Like we were sad and we were shocked. But then at the time, but then we realize we got pranked,
Mm-hmm.
and that's dumb.
Yeah.
And that's not cool. Like I said, that is not cool.
No, it certainly isn't.
So why did you do it?
Um, okay, I will be completely honest. Um, Basically, I my life had hit a point where I was really busy all the time and I couldn't spend any time talking to people on YouTube or making content like making movies and doing videos and stuff. So I just told my buddy Quinn, it's like, it would be crazy if I like my out was like, oh, I died. And then that would explain why I'm not like creating stuff anymore or anything. And that's an extreme scenario, I know. But then we thought like, oh, well, I don't foresee myself going back on YouTube anytime.
And then what? Hello? That's strange. I've grieved Norley as the entire year for you. I went through hell to find a new
Oh, Eric.
and all that drama to avoid fake.
Obviously what I'm saying does not give me the right to claim death and then come back and be like, hey guys, it's me, I'm alive. Isn't that cool?
That's
I get it,
not
Eric.
cool.
And I would love to re-engage and be a part of that again, now that I have some more free time, but not like 100%. Like I'm not like free, but I have more time. And I would celebrate again. What?
Yeah, explain that you busy wise.
I was the 0.1% who did something really stupid. And I've been trying to just kind of like laugh it off a little bit with my comments and shit, but
Yeah,
clearly
but
it needs to be addressed in a more serious tone.
well, explain by busy. Like, what do you mean by busy?
Starting a new job, going back to college to get a degree for natural sciences so I can be a park ranger. I have a daughter, and I just moved.
Really?
So,
I didn't know you were a park ranger.
no. I'm studying. I'm getting a degree to become a park ranger. So I'm like working 40 hours a week, plus going to school, plus raising a family.
Whoa.
I didn't know that part.
Me neither.
So that's the explanation right there. And still, despite that, not worth saying to people that I'm dead. It was stupid. It was silly. It was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. Eric, that was just something I said that was stupid and funny. I guess it wasn't funny to some people, but
no, it really wasn't.
I get it. I respect what you're saying. It's hard for me to be completely honest on YouTube to just on my channel. But if I speak to you guys directly, I can be a little more honest, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you right now that the reason I just gave you is the reason why it happened. That YouTube comment was just a silly joke.
So anyway, do you know Godzilla Kong versus Scar King Shima was originally... Really? I didn't know that. I wonder why it got deleted.
I mean, Shima seems like he'd be cool for Siberia.
Yeah, after all, she does will breathe ice. That's not funny because we gave...
Yeah, that's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am deeply, deeply fucking sorry. Like I am not like even smiling when I say it. Like I am like serious faced right now. Like Eric, I am so fucking sorry, dude. I'm not expecting like 100% like I forgive you right now, honestly. Like, time has to go by, but I want you to know that I am genuinely 100% sorry. And I recognize it was really fucking stupid.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You voice this stuff. Like, I came here to talk about this. Lay it all out, honestly. I nearly dropped my semester this. Oh yeah, when I heard that on the live stream with Junebug, I did feel really awful about that when you mentioned that. But I'm glad you pulled through. You're strong, Eric, and I applaud you for that. But obviously, I feel bad that the thought even occurred to you to drop out.
Yeah. Well, I wish that you and Jukebox Films would get along. Because after all, you bought his t-shirt.
Yeah, I did.
But
it's just a little more challenging with Junebug because I really can't talk about it right now because it's not good what I know. I don't feel comfortable talking about it right now. But
just tell me. Just tell me.
There are allegations regarding underage people. And that's all I'm going to say. Fact.
Yeah,
I actually found this out while I was on my hiatus.
But then why did you buy his shirt in the first place?
On the hiatus.
Under hiatus?
Yeah,
what does that have to do with anything?
What are you talking about? I found out this information while I was away. Quinn and I are best friends.
Well, I don't know who Quinn is.
Right on Target.
Oh, don't listen to Right on Target. Right on Target is a clown. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Right on Target.
Well, he has been my.
Don't listen to Right on Target. He's going to use
the problem
you.
with him?
He's one of Jukebox Films is a troll hater, and he's been dealing with him like for almost like the entire decade. And Right on Target is, he's just he's a piece of shit. Don't follow Right Target's trap. Mecha G0. God damn, I can't talk. I understand that, he may have subscribed to you, but he might use you. He might troll you.
No, he's not.
What?
No, I really don't think you understand. We live in the same, like we grew up together. We're like best friends.
Right on Target is he lives not lives with you, but he lives like in your neighborhood.
We've been.
Hello?
Bad guy. He just says a lot of shit online because he's just like that.
I didn't hear the rest. What were you saying?
I'm saying Quinn, Right on Target, is like my legitimate like best friend in real life. Like we know each other. We grew up together.
I find it very hard to believe.
What are you talking about? We're in movies together.
I'm confused.
You're confused that two people on YouTube actually know each other in real life?
No. I I just find it hard to believe that. Oh fuck! My phone. I just find it hard to believe that right on target. One
You
of
found that hard to believe?
Junebug's, trolls that that dealt with him the entire decade.
I mean, you do know that trolls are real people.
Or like
There's real people behind the accounts.
yes,
Quinn has
I
shown
am
his
aware
face.
of that, and I'm. Oh Jesus Christ!
So I'm not sure what's hard to believe in regards to this point.
Look, I don't know.
Like, I can link you to a movie. We're both in it. Like, we're together. We work together on many things. He's pretty much like my brother from another mother.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure Tyrannitherium. Jeez. Is that so hard to believe that like two YouTubers actually know each other in real life?
Yes. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. Well, let's not get hung up on this point.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
I mean, I hope it's wrong. I hope both of us are wrong. Like Quinn and I are wrong about this, obviously, because
no, I'm myself.
No, I recognize. I know. I'm moving on to a different point because.
You're teasing me.
No, I'm not teasing you. I'm just moving on back to the original point of Junebug. I'm saying that I hope Quinn and I are both wrong about what we might know about Junebug. And then if we are, then I'll apologize to Junebug too.
Okay.
Like I want to make amends. Like I'm not like I don't hold grudges. I'm very easy to get along with, even though I make stupid boneheaded decisions like pretend to be dead.
Yeah, well, we'll never ever do that ever again.
Yeah,
well, no, absolutely not.
This is terrible.
I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson. Yeah.
Because that's a dick move. Like,
no, yeah, it's worse than a dick move. It's like it's a psychopath move. It's like why would someone do that? And I did that, so yeah. I understand if people want to hold a grudge against me. I deserve it. But I do hope that eventually with time people kind of like forgive me. Because I do want to reach out. I want to work with Eric. He's a cool dude. He's cool. And I feel really guilty about doing this to him. Like I didn't, it's like I didn't do this to anybody. I did it because I wanted to get away, and I made a stupid decision to blame it on dying in a car crash. But this is not, I didn't direct this to like hurt anybody, like intentionally. But still, people unintentionally so were saddened by it. So I feel bad. I mean, if Eric wants to join the StreamYard, I'll tell Eric to his face that I'm sorry. What? If Eric wants to join the stream, I would love to hear him in person, so to speak.
Well,
why don't you just go on to his stream?
Is he streaming right now?
He isn't.
I mean, he has my phone number. He can call me if he wants to. But I just thought that, having it on stream or like talking right now since we're all here, at least I could just hear him. Yeah, Eric, I understand. And I don't blame you if you want to distance yourself for a while or not engage with me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read that?
Yeah. I just responded to it.
Oh,
I told him that I don't blame him for, and I realized that yes, my actions do have consequences, and
Mm-hmm.
I am dealing with them right now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I like how you had that picture of Francis in your
Oh,
profile.
yeah.
Picture. Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah,
looked like
Boogie 2988. Yeah,
Yeah, he looked like he lost weight.
he did, and he also got new teeth.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well,
Well,
okay.
his teeth were rotten, and he got like once he got big on YouTube, he got his gold plaque. He got like all the money, and got new teeth.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about Boogie is that I don't really care for him as a content creator.
Oh,
I
he's
think,
fallen way off.
I used to
yeah,
watch him way back in the day, but I just find his videos kind of boring now. But I know that he had a depressed life.
Oh,
well, I
yeah,
think it's
kind
also
of.
because he barely took responsibility for himself.
Yeah. He also lost all his money in cryptocurrency, and he tried to get his fans to invest in cryptocurrency.
That's
So
so
that also
stupid.
pissed off a lot of people.
That's very. I mean, if you don't know the crypto game properly, then don't even bother. Don't dip your toes into shit that is a bit too much. Invest in
Yeah.
something more sensible.
Yeah. So the fact that he lost a bunch of money and then after the fact try to get his fans to invest in shit coins, just kind of rubbed people the wrong way, obviously.
What he should have done was invest in something that not only helps himself but helps other people.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have done that.
Yeah, definitely.
But he didn't.
Stupid move of him. So at this point in time, I don't really. But I think the other thing about Boogie is that he continues to make really crappy decisions with his health.
Well, yeah. He did. He lost he was thinner for a while, but then he just gained all the weight back.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a waste.
Yeah.
Just shows you right there that it's such a waste of not only potential, but really to revert back to all these things, all this garbage. It's just really sad.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I think his relationships also kept crumbling.
Well, yeah. Now he's like dating a 19-year-old girl despite being 50 years old.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I know that he one time, this was, I believe it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, he was like in a boxing ring.
He fought Wings of Redemption.
Yeah.
Another fat YouTuber. And he got his ass kicked.
Damn.
He got knocked the F out.
Yeah. Boogeyman has gotten into a lot of controversy in the past 4 years. I don't know. I'll join, not in case I'm going to see with a friend.
That's
okay.
What play are you going to see?
That's cool, Eric.
What play are you going to see, Eric?
Yeah. Oh, do you know Jack Doherty?
Jack Doherty. The name rings a bell.
He's one of those like famous quote unquote pranksters, but not really pranksters, but he's a famous YouTube commenter. And he got into a car accident doing a live stream. I actually made a video about it. He got into a car accident while he was doing a live stream and while driving, and it was rain at the same time.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's why you don't live stream driving a car.
Yeah, and his friend has a bloody head, which was the cameraman, and there were some bystanders that were getting were like trying to pull him out of the car, and then he says, "Yo, can you hold this camera for me? I need this for attention or whatever." Yeah, and I feel like that his friend is going to sue him. A lot of people are speculating that the cameraman's going to sue him, because I don't blame him, because it felt like he didn't give a shit about the camera guy. He only just cared about himself.
God.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely stupid.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Jack Doherty, he gets in a lot of fights. Like one time, like he was acting like this tough guy, like he was like bending his arms, kind of like this or whatever, and he was like, then he bumped into someone in the mall, and he says, "What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And luckily, like his security came over and like try to stop the guy because he was gonna beat the hell out of him, and then yeah, it actually shows that Jack Doherty's a bit of a coward.
I mean, most of these influencer types are.
Yeah, and then there's another.
Hold on, Eric. Eric's saying something here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're right, Eric. I mean, if you go and they see you, the director or the player, whatever, is there and sees you, like, who knows? What if like one of the actors gets sick and he's like, "Oh, I need a what's the term for when it's like a fill-in or a stand-in or something?" He might bring you on and say, "Hey, Eric, one of my cast members is sick. I need you to fill in." So you never know.
Plot of gold. Plot of gold. He's seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows? Maybe he thought that you might not fit a role in this play, but what if the guy does another play and thinks, "Oh, there's this guy that auditioned for my last play. Maybe he would fit this role in this play." You never know. It's all a game of who you know and what impressions you make.
I might thinking about get some of his fossils, possibly, because Eric has like a lot of fossils and animal skulls.
You're gonna buy some fossils off him.
Yeah. I have a shit ton of fossils.
Man, shipping that must be a real bitch because you gotta like pack it so it doesn't break, and then the shipping cost must be super high.
Yeah, it is. Even like when I order some skulls from Bone Clones, which is a company that sells, well, fossil replicas and shit like that, it costs a lot of money. Like the short faced bear skull, it cost me like $600 something.
And then how much was just shipping on that?
Probably a bit more than 600, but I don't know.
Just the shipping's really?
Yeah, but then again, I mean that was a Christmas present
Oh, okay.
because my mom, gave it to me, and I'm like, "Yo, hey mom, I want this thing."
Yeah.
And I'm dealing with a clown who thinks that it can run up to 40 miles per hour, which is ridiculous because how could a giant 2,000-pound bear like that run 40 miles per hour? That's just ridiculously stupid.
I mean,
Right.
unless it's like built like a Hummer, I don't see how.
Well, it has long, thin legs, but regardless if it had thin legs, that still doesn't mean it can run 40 miles per hour. It can run 30 to 35 to 37, not 40. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big nerd at prehistory, dinosaurs and shit. Oh, and I'm also into Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball.
Oh,
that's
that's cool.
cool.
We're all nerds on something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have the new Dragon Ball video game called Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah, you just got a PS5, I saw.
Yeah, I know. I love it so much.
Yeah,
Like
the PS5 is pretty good. It's a good
Yeah.
system.
I haven't played my PS5 in quite a while because I actually switched it back on the PS4 because I'm playing Path of Titans.
Hmm.
It's
That.
a dinosaur video game. Well, it has prehistoric animals in general, but it is focused on dinosaurs.
Did you ever play Far Cry Primal?
No. Unfortunately not.
It's all right. It's like it's Far Cry, but in caveman time. Well, like prehistoric times.
Yeah, I do like some of the prehistoric creatures. Like some of the designs of the prehistoric mammals look very accurate, like the cave lion.
Wow.
Except for that, the cave bear, they put the cave bear way too big, and it took down like a small mammoth. I'm like, Cave bears are hyper vegetarian. They're not, you know, they don't eat meat. It's the only brown bear that eats veggies like a panda.
Ah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
except for they do kill humans, and there's been fossil evidence of them killing cave lions, but they don't eat them.
Whoa.
Probably self-defense situations.
Of course, because cave lions hunt their cubs.
Yeah.
Really? That's shocking.
Yeah, the isotopes confirm that cave lions hunt cave bear, mammoth, bison, reindeer. Yeah. And with the cave bear, the isotopes confirm that it's, well, a hyper vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else? Oh, yeah. I've been dealing with Paleo Nerd again. Politics shit. Very political, that guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Says that,
because-
oh,
Yeah, I
What?
think he's one of those bad faith people.
yeah. I'm like, what does Donald Trump have to do with anything with paleontology? I'm like, seriously, dude?
Exactly.
Like, seriously, what the fuck? I know, yeah, you made a video about me saying that there's going to be rules on my channel. No politics.
Oh yeah. I saw that. That was tongue in cheek. I hope he didn't take it too personally.
I know, but it was funny, though. It's
Good.
funny.
I'm glad you found it funny. That was
Yeah.
that was the goal.
Right.
I like that. Yeah, and when it comes to that, like, I am all business. Like if you say political shit, you're gone.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't even. I mean, I've also learned the hard way when it comes to politics, because me and politics are almost like oil and water. I used to try to associate myself with democratic ideas or be on the Democrat side, but after what I've seen with people these days, especially Gen Zers, I'm just taking everything out of proportion and just taking certain opinions out of proportion and not learning to respect
Well, yeah, it's a world of
where
extremes
people
now.
are coming from. It's like, forget it. I don't want anything to do with the Democrat Party anymore. I've always insisted that we're living in a world where people want to assume that you hate a certain female character, that just because you hate a certain female character means that you hate women, or you act childishly, or like whatever, or you're a beta male, whatever. It's like, no, I just don't like the character. I like other characters, but it's like, yeah, you could see how much of a cesspool Twitter has become,
That's why I quit Twitter. Fuck Twitter.
because people there don't think. They love to be, it's like people there love to be sheep.
Well, it's also
They
very
don't-
reactionary.
What do you mean he talks about Donald Trump? Do you what means that he brings up in general, or do you mean that he brings up places where Trump? I think it's like he brings up Trump in general.
Yeah.
That's what Paleo Nerd is saying. Or there was also there was a supporter that was talking about it.
Yeah. But the
And I'm
other,
like, Jesus Christ, Paleo
Yeah.
Nerd, like just ignore this clown. And also now he's in a war with Red Raptor Rights, who's one of the famous paleo YouTubers, because Red Raptor Rights said, I'm not going to mention it because it's going to start a war. But
yeah.
he
The other thing
so
is,
he hates Red Raptor Rights as well.
yeah, the other
So-
thing is that's why I associate myself with libertarianism, or basically independent, because from what I've seen in the left, people have just lost their minds.
Hey,
Oh.
Eric.
Eric,
Hey,
Hey.
Eric.
So yeah, so it turns out I have some time. I'm gonna pick up my friend at 7 when the play's at 7:30. It's currently 6:15 my time, so I thought, hey, I have some time.
cool.
Damn, everybody's showing up.
Yeah.
Well, Mecca, I definitely hope it was worth it.
It wasn't, buddy. I'm sorry.
Good. Yeah, cause dude. Yeah, cause me, you, and Junebug were supposed to have that meeting about Dracula versus Frankenstein, and then we didn't hear from you for months, and then we were wondering, what in the world happened. And then one day I went live on my channel, and then Quinn was there and told us that you died, and we were shocked. And like I said, I nearly dropped out of that semester, and then I had to go find a new script writer for Dracula versus Frankenstein. And then, I had a new script writer, but then there was drama with me and that person that I don't want to get into. And then, all that, it's one of the reasons why that I decided, I think I'm going to leave. I've been in Montana my entire life, and, I decided recently, I think I'm going to leave Montana now. And
Really?
so, yep.
And where are you going?
Well, I almost was going to move to Los Angeles since I know some people there, but
I mean, that's where I live.
Oh, nice. But yeah, it's a little bit too expensive. So
Oh,
I thought,
yeah, it's expensive.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like a friend of mine, who lives in LA. Yeah, we'll sit down by the fire. I recently got Christopher Duran on the podcast, and he played Michael Myers in H2O. And honestly, if it wasn't for my friend in LA, Chris Duran, probably But yeah, and I mean, my friend in LA, he definitely threw me a bone. And just from what my friend told me. Now, I can imagine it probably varies on the neighborhood that you're in. He pays nearly $4,000 per month just for his rent. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's on the high end of the spectrum, honestly, but regardless, it's expensive.
It is. And then I thought I almost was going to move to Arizona, but
desert
place. I do know people in Georgia and in Texas. So I've narrowed it down to Georgia. And I'm honestly torn between the two because I really like how Texas has no sales tax, which is nice. Georgia does, but not really by a whole lot.
There's a lot of film production in Georgia, too.
There is, yeah, which is also one of the reasons why that I want to move there. And one of the reasons why I'm going to leave Montana is that Montana is going to lose its tax incentives for film. And, and then when we lose our tax incentives, no one's going to want to come to Montana to film.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I'm not trying to be boastful. I'm just simply expressing that I'm confident in myself. I believe in myself, knowing that I am worthy. It's just, I've achieved so much this year with being in 2 commercials, being cast in 2 horror movies, and I got cast in my 3rd one that's filming in the UK in January, and and also knowing that
nice.
Thank you. You're going to the UK. Holy crap!
I am. Yeah, I'm going in January, and I'm also proud of myself that I've lost weight because 2020 was the year myself and others gained a lot of weight. I mean, it's understandable why, because you couldn't do anything, you couldn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy to gain weight, and
you looked very skinny still back then.
I mean, it could have just been the camera angles I had, but you would notice a lot more in person.
I mean, no homo, but you look pretty good, Eric.
Yeah, regardless, though.
You look happy. You look good.
Thank you, man. And yeah, thank you. And
if anything, I'm the fattest.
Yeah, and one of the other things I'm proud of is that, so I also was in a country music video, which is ironic considering that I made a Things That Piss Me Off episode back when I was a teenager saying how, country music pisses me off. And then all these years later, I would be in a country music video, which is hilarious. But anyway,
you should do a country music CD riff with that somehow.
Oh, definitely. I
think that's the thing about country music. You either like it because it reminds you of something that's homely, or you don't because it tends to be schmaltzy?
When I was a middle schooler and high schooler, mostly high schooler, I hated country music. Like saying that, oh, it makes no sense. They talk about their cars. They say that their cars are like their girlfriends or whatever, blah blah blah. Because I followed a YouTuber who said that, but I'm like, no, not really. That's not really the case.
Yeah, and I mean that certainly is a very common criticism I hear about country music, and I get it. A lot of them are about that, but there actually are some country music songs like where they talk about the same thing, like what a lot of rappers talk about. Like with all these girls and partying, and so
Materialism too.
With this video that I was in, originally I thought it was just for a local band, and I was like, well, I don't know how many people are going to see this video, but I thought, hey, take this opportunity and see where it takes me. And originally I was just going to be an extra, but I was at the right place at the right time. And then the director, who's from Los Angeles, spotted me and he offered me a bigger role. And I was like, well, does a bear shit in the woods? Of course I want that. And so in my scene in the video, I have a beer bottle smashed on my head, and then I have a full-on fist fight scene with somebody, and I'm not gonna lie, that's the most fun I've ever had with any acting role. And then I found out that I was wrong. It's not for a local band; it's for an up-and-coming country music artist named Cecilia Rose, and on her Instagram page, she has 1 million followers. I was like, oh my god, people are going to see this, and knowing that I have such a noticeable role in her video where I have a fist fight. So
I thought she was like one of your friends.
Well, she wasn't at that time, before that I filmed it. But, ever since then, I follow her on Instagram and we keep in touch. I've been trying to get her on for Sit Down by the Fire, but she's just extremely busy.
Interesting. Hey, Jukebox Films.
Hi, Ty.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, I'm just having a
right.
hard time deciding Georgia or Texas. Texas, as far as I can tell from my research, maybe I'm wrong, it's more of a hub for independent films, which, I mean, there isn't anything wrong with independent films. I mean, look at Terrifier 3. That's an independent film, and that beat Joker 2 at the box office.
Oh, man, Joker 2. Dear Lord.
I heard Joker 2 was not that very good.
Yeah, it was a disappointment. I was really hyped for it when I saw it in theaters. No, it's a bad movie. I actually will talk about this on my top 10 or top whatever least to best movies of 2024. Yeah. Basically now, like every year or like every end of the year or like the first day of the year, I talk about least to best favorite movies. So yeah. Like I did like with 2023. And obviously Godzilla -1 is my favorite 2023 movie because it won the Best Office Award.
Certainly, yeah. And while I am glad that it won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects, which definitely was, I definitely think that was earned, considering that the effects were that good when it had a much lower budget than a lot of Hollywood movies. So that was well deserved. But I really think that it deserved at least a nomination, like for the best movie of that year. And speaking of Godzilla, from what I saw, some of the Godzilla movies actually were filmed in Atlanta. Like I believe King of the Monsters 2019 was filmed there, and
interesting.
Walking Dead was filmed there. Stranger Things, and Atlanta, Georgia, pretty much is becoming the new Los Angeles, since it's a lot cheaper to live there than it is in LA and the tax incentives. But yeah, filmmakers and people in the film business in general, they definitely love to have their tax incentives. And
speaking of which, did you know that there's going to be another Godzilla -1 that's coming out? Yeah, I am so hyped for it.
Sorry. I am too, and from what I heard, granted it's a rumor, I don't know how true this is. I heard that he's going to introduce King Ghidorah. It's like, while, we've seen Ghidorah so many times, but I mean, seeing what he did with -1, it's like, wow. I mean, considering how good of a job he did with just one monster, it makes me think, what can he do with 2 monsters? And and I mean, that was the best movie of last year. And I'm not saying that just because I'm biased and I'm a Godzilla fan. Like, it genuinely was a good movie. And I get so tired of people saying, oh, well, Godzilla movies and monster movies in general can't have compelling human characters. It's like that's just such a bad argument. It's like, have they ever seen the original Godzilla from 1954? Like, have they seen Jurassic Park? And I mean, you can make the argument
Jaws?
that Jurassic, Jaws even, or or even the original King Kong and even the Peter Jackson one. But it's like, any movie can work. You just have to make it work.
Huh.
So I've just been saving up my money, and coming up with a plan to move. It's like, it's a big change, but life is too short. Sorry, Tyrant Ethereum. I didn't mean to cut you off there. You were saying?
Okay, Mecha G0. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, I heard rumors that Godzilla is going to attack. It might be like a new threat to the entire world. So he might, like, maybe Japan. He might go after people in America or people in the UK. That would be cool. Godzilla in the UK or Godzilla. I don't know. We'll have to see really when it comes out. Maybe Godzilla will face off. Godzilla will face off with another monster.
I want to think. I don't know. I want to see. I know Toho. Are we talking about the Toho thing?
We're talking about Godzilla -1.
Okay. Well, I know Toho announced a new Godzilla movie.
That's Godzilla -1, isn't it? Or the new Godzilla -1? Well, then again, it just depends.
It's a sequel to -1.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's not a Toho movie.
Look, you guys, I'm a bit knackered from today. I just need to turn in. All right.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Very happy to see you. Exciting for At a Life. I hope that one day.
Thanks for the invite, Tyrano. For all of the viewers, please subscribe to the channel.
That'll be the day.
Yeah, and by the way, dear viewers, for those of you watching, please subscribe to Tyranno Ethereum's channel.
Yep, and also subscribe to Antony, Junebug, and even if you want to, you can subscribe to me as well.
Good night.
And Mecha G0. Yeah. Eric, very happy that you are excited At a Life. I hope that one day we will get a collaboration together whenever that be ready. It's probably going to be the G virus that the woman. Yeah, we were speculating about that. Like, since she has that like thing on her neck, maybe she transforms into like a kaiju and then
Biollante.
What?
Biollante.
Oh, Biollante. Yeah, maybe she transforms into like a Biollante or something and then fights off Godzilla. That would be interesting.
That would be
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, Maybe like this Biollante would be on 2 legs. It still has the crocodile-like head and with the not tentacles, but the like, straps around her or whatever.
Yeah, which I do think it would be cool to see Biollante back, because Biollante was only in one Godzilla movie, and it's like, look, I get it. It's because Godzilla versus Biollante didn't do very well at the box office, so that's why. And and that's the reason why that we see King Ghidorah so many times throughout the franchise, is because that the character already has that built-in fan base, which then means that people will financially.
And since King Ghidorah is the most popular villain of the franchise, he is basically like the Joker or Frieza.
Yep.
Of the
Pretty much.
of the Godzilla universe. So he is so iconical.
Definitely.
I kind of always like. I mean, kind of argue now. Yeah, Godzilla versus Biollante did bomb, but it's kind of developed more of a cult following now between fans.
That it has, yeah.
Yeah.
And never underestimate the power of a cult following. So I mean,
definitely.
Especially since Godzilla -1 cost less than $15 million at the $15 million, and it made how much money?
Yeah, I mean that's really, really impressive for that.
Like,
and,
what was how much did it actually make at the box office?
$10 million, maybe a little bit more than that.
No.
It cost 10 to 15 million to make the movie, but yeah, but how much it made at the box office? That's a really, really good question. I obviously would have to research that. But yeah, I definitely know. Oh, sorry. But yeah, even though it wasn't a $1 billion movie, but it definitely still made money. From what I heard, they had to pull it out of theaters a little bit early, simply because they didn't want it to compete with the marketing of Godzilla X Kong. Which, yeah, like, look, I get it. They're both very different movies
and different universes.
It might be comparing apples to oranges, but I think everybody's going to be in agreement. -1 definitely is a lot better than New Empire.
Yeah,
I know that Godzilla. I know that like Adam Wingard and the director from who did -1, they actually interviewed with each other, and they're actually good friends.
Nice. And yeah, I mean, it goes back to what Mecha said. It is who you know.
Well, let's see.
I know that like in the new MonsterVerse film, Adam Wingard is not going to be the director of the next one. It's going to be somebody else.
Well,
at least what I heard.
I mean, it could be because that Adam, after doing both Godzilla and Kong movies like that, he probably can financially support himself now, or it also could be because that that he just wants to move on to other things, or maybe he disagrees with the creative direction they're taking in.
He is moving on. It's confirmed. It's confirmed that he is moving on.
Which is
but
nice.
It would be cool for Destroya to be in the MonsterVerse. Matter of fact, there's a Godzilla YouTuber named Goji Center who was actually talking about what would Destroya would look like in the MonsterVerse, and he would look very different.
I just want, I don't know, I want Gamera to come back. So I know they had that Gamera Rebirth, which
I still haven't even seen that yet.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know that Shin. Yeah, they also need to do a Shin Godzilla, movie. Or in this case, like I actually want to see 2 Godzillas fight each other out. That would be cool. Like maybe who knows? Maybe
I mean, oh, sorry.
Like maybe in the MonsterVerse, or maybe in this one too, or maybe in the -1 productions, maybe like Godzilla face-offs against like another Godzilla, his own kind, and he wants to be the dominant species or something like that.
Right. I mean, I totally get where you're coming from, but technically we did get that with Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, and we technically got it with all the Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla movies. But I totally do see where you're coming from.
But I'm talking about like a Godzilla. This isn't like Space Godzilla or Mecha Godzilla or anything like that. I'm talking about Godzilla.
Right, which I get it, but I mean, technically in Godzilla X, Hello? The original Godzilla actually. Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but anyways, the skeleton of the original Godzilla from 1954 actually was used to make Mechagodzilla in that movie, and and he even has memories from 1954.
That is true.
Yeah, technically, that is an actual Godzilla, but
in mecha form.
Yeah, so that's technical, but I mean, we almost got what you wanted when before they made Godzilla versus Destroyer. One of the original ideas actually was Godzilla versus Ghost.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. A Ghost Godzilla versus
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that would have been very cool. I even heard rumors that there was supposed to be Godzilla versus Mecha Kong, but it never happened.
Yeah, and so the story behind that. So after Godzilla versus Biollante, originally they wanted to. When I say they, meaning Toho.
Yeah,
Toho wanted to do a remake of King Kong versus Godzilla, but Toho was not able to get the rights to King Kong, which they could have used the argument that King Kong's public domain,
because
the original book is public domain. But hey, it is what it is. So
I didn't know that King Kong was a book.
Yes, and so the story about that is when the original movie from 1933 came out, there was a tie-in novel at that time, and then Merian C. Cooper, who was the director of the original King Kong, he forgot to renew the copyright to the book, and then the book went into the public domain, and and that's been a loophole that some people have used to make King Kong movies and everything else. And so after Toho couldn't get the rights to King Kong, Toho was going to make Godzilla versus Mecha Kong instead, but they couldn't get the rights to that either. And then they were like, okay, well, let's just do Godzilla versus King Ghidorah then.
Yeah. Interesting.
So yeah, I mean, the whole legal battle with ownership of King Kong, oh my God, it's a train wreck.
Yeah. I still love the Heisei universe, though.
Yeah, a lot of people will say that that's their favorite series of the entire Godzilla franchise. And hey, if somebody were to tell me that, I could definitely see why.
It has some sad moments in the Heisei universe.
It does, especially in Godzilla versus
Destroyer. Yeah.
Spoilers, how Godzilla dies at the end, and then even before then, how Junior dies, and then, Junior then becomes the new Godzilla. And there even is a fan theory saying that Godzilla in Godzilla 2000 actually is supposed to be Junior from Godzilla versus Destroyer. And I mean, I could definitely see why they would think that, but then they would have to explain, okay, then why did his look change?
Well, then again, the Mammalian and Heisei series are completely different continuities from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is that there was also another sad moment when Godzilla was in 91 when Godzilla. There was a very sad scene that Professor or Shino, I think that's his name, and he was at one time like a World War II soldier, and the Godzillasaurus actually saved his life. And then we see Godzilla like looking at him, and that was actually pretty sad. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also played that very sad music as well. And then
It did.
Godzilla just blows him up.
Yeah, and I mean, if that would have been the final movie of the entire franchise, I would have been satisfied, considering that was Akira. Okay, I'm sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing the composer's name. Akira Fukabe, I believe, is his name.
No, yeah, I don't know the name either.
I believe that was his last time ever composing a Godzilla movie, and knowing that they brought back some of the original cast for that movie and all the callbacks to the original movie, I mean, I would have been satisfied if that was the ending of the franchise, but money talks.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. In Final Wars, he did, we finally get to see a real Godzilla killing the American Godzilla, which was pretty awesome. Still is awesome to this very day.
Oh, like definitely,
he gets one-shotted. Wait, what's the name? Batra? Ritra?
I think it's Batra, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I didn't like Godzilla versus Batra. I mean, I actually did, but it's weird is that at the very end of the movie, Batra became friends with Mothra and to kill Godzilla off. I mean, like, Batra looks like an evil version of Mothra. So you're getting me this. So the evil version of Mothra is teaming up with Mothra herself to kill Godzilla. That makes no sense. It's just stupid.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was right.
And
Batra.
That's also how I felt with Avengers Endgame. Like, if that would have been the final Marvel movie, I would have been satisfied because it wraps things up so well, but money talks.
Yeah. I mean, cool design, yeah, but Batra is, Godzilla versus Batra, or Godzilla versus whatever, I would have loved to see, like, Mothra and Batra, like, still going at it with each other. But it's whatever.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And
oh, Megaguirus, yeah. Oh, Megaguirus is the lamest monster in my opinion. I mean, her design's pretty cool, but I did like the scene when Godzilla like jumps and then body tops on Batra. I mean, not Batra. Megaguirus. Yeah. Yeah, Orga's pretty cool. Like he has like the head of a snake-ish, kind of a snake-ish, but the body of like some unknown weird creature thing. Yeah, from Godzilla 2000. Yeah, Godzilla 2000 is one of the best Godzilla designs ever.
Oh, certainly, yeah. And in my own opinion, not only does it have the best design, but I also feel like it has one of the best roars.
Yeah, back then it had the best roars ever, all the way through 2004. But yet when Legendary came, that was the best Godzilla roar ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, which I could definitely see why people would say that. But yeah, I definitely like the Legendary roar, but it seems to me that they only have just that one roar like that they created for the Legendary Godzilla, and I just kind of wish that they would have created other roars besides just that one roar. I guess that's my only criticism.
They did use other sound effects, like it was like making stress noises and stuff when it was getting attacked by the Mutos.
Sorry. But yeah, I also even noticed that they even reused one of the Showa era roars, I believe, in King of the Monsters.
Yeah, I like that. I did like how they used the Showa roars in King of the Monsters because it's like the throwback, which that was pretty damn dope
Oh,
that they
definitely,
did.
yeah.
But then when we saw it in Godzilla versus Kong, they didn't do that, which was weird. But then in Godzilla New in Kong New Empire, it's like, oh shit, that sound is back again a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely,
like
yeah.
when Godzilla was jumping against that crustacean looking thing, you hear the old classic Godzilla sound
Yep.
from the 60s. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm glad it's back.
Yeah, what I also loved about King of the Monsters, finally it was an American Godzilla movie where they actually use like the classic Toho Godzilla theme song. I'm like, okay, great. This makes it actually feel like a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, and a lot of people for some reason didn't like King of the Monsters. I love King of the Monsters. Back then, it was either Godzilla, King of the Monsters, or Godzilla versus Kong. That was one of my favorites, but now I like the new Empire because it's like I'm glad that they use different monsters like Scar King and Shimo.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like do
definitely.
something
And
different. Create your own monsters. Don't use other Toho monsters. Just do something different.
yeah, and I totally get where you're coming from because I mean, after seeing King Ghidorah so many times, it's like I get it. But the other side of that coin is that we have to remember it is a business, and
That
and
is
going
true.
back to what I said earlier, that's why they've used King Ghidorah so much. Is because pretty much it's a guarantee that they're going to bring in more money, since that they have to pay to keep their studios up. They have to pay their actors. They also have to pay for their rent, and they have to pay for food on their table. I mean, they have families they have to support too. And so it's like I get where you're coming from like the creative viewpoint, because it can get tiring seeing King Ghidorah so many times. But it's one of those things where you vote with your wallet, which is why there's been so many live action Disney remakes. It's because Disney caught on saying, "Oh, we have a formula that works, and nostalgia does sell," and that's
That
why
is true.
we're seeing remake after remake after remake. And it seems to me that the Disney remakes, they're definitely not as rapid now. I know that they're coming out with the, let's see, I
The Lion
think
King prequel, which
yeah,
I'm
Lion King
excited
prequel,
for.
yeah. They're also coming out with Lilo and
Stitch.
Stitch, yeah, Lilo and Stitch, and I think they're coming out with a Hercules one too. But I mean, vote
But
with
hey, at least that
your
they're doing
wallet.
a Lion King prequel. That's dope.
Yeah, and I mean, from what I can tell within the Lion King fan base, fans have wanted an origin story about Scar and Mufasa, which is kind of interesting timing now because James Earl Jones passed away, and knowing that this year they're coming out with a Mufasa movie, so
Yeah.
it's rather interesting timing.
Although for some reason that in this timeline they treated Scar as supposed to be the king, but Mufasa as like the orphan. But I guess that maybe natural selection, maybe Mufasa looks to be the strongest, so that's why like okay, Mufasa's better than you, Scar. He's now leader.
Maybe, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm just
I
making random shit up.
but yeah, I definitely know that they are definitely are going to dedicate the new movie to James Earl Jones now.
Of course.
I mean, it makes sense.
Seeing the 2014 Godzilla movie was was incredible experience. It had good.
Which I mean, that
Yeah,
is
it
great that you
was.
had a good experience with it. But just me personally, I was so disappointed by that movie. Like when I left the theater, I left really underwhelmed. But of course, I'm just speaking on the behalf of me. And if someone else genuinely enjoyed the movie, well, then that's great. But just
At
It
the
could have been better.
time, I did enjoy the 2014 film, but like now when I get it on Blu-ray, I cannot see the Godzilla versus Muto fight scenes. It's so
Yep.
pitch black. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So
Yeah,
now,
I-
like, if I decide to watch Godzilla versus the Mutos, I have to watch it on YouTube, not on my Blu-ray or anything.
which I
That's
mean, you got to
bullshit.
do what you got to do, but stuff like that, entirely negates the whole purpose to even watching a movie, so that you can see it. And I had the same experience watching the Winnie the Pooh horror movie in theaters. Like, maybe it was just my theater. I could barely see a thing, and everyone else like was complaining about the same thing at the theater. But then when I rewatched it on Peacock, I didn't really have that issue. So I think it was just the theater. And for Godzilla 2014, I think it was just the way how they re-released it after it left theaters. Because a lot of people have been complaining, saying that when I saw it in theaters, it wasn't that dark.
Yeah,
So
it's so weird.
it is.
I heard.
But
I also heard that they're doing a Hunchback No Road now. I heard that they did like in the 60s, someone did a Hunchback Notre Dame. I've heard.
Well, it's been adapted many times.
Really, I didn't know that. I thought
that
it's twice, but then again, I don't know
No,
about that movie.
No, it's been like made like at least
hundreds of times
in Hollywood, yeah, and not independently too, because the book is way in the public domain.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Like
Just like Tarzan.
Universal made movies out of it. Oh, yep, and Tarzan's in the public domain too. And
Well, technically, yes. certain books aren't in the public domain.
right.
Called Wild is public domain. White Fang is.
But since that a lot of the Tarzan books are in the public domain, even the original book is public domain, and so and therefore, like by default, Tarzan the character is in the public domain. It's just all the latter interpretations, like by Disney. Those are not public domain.
Well, it's different because the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate owns the trademark to Tarzan, and I've actually spoken to the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate. So,
wow,
damn,
that's pretty awesome.
Well, because I wondering about. You see, Edgar Rice Burroughs was the father of the cinema. Quite possibly the father of the shared universe, and I want to. It's been something I've looked into to try to see how, with no money, try to see how much the rights are to everything in his universe. Basically, I want Burroughs to basically be my Marvel.
Damn.
Okay.
Because John Carter. I've talked about wanting John Carter for the longest time, and even if I did do Tarzan, I have the perfect actor to play Tarzan. Joseph Bonilla.
Okay. I believe Antony said that Jason David Frank could have made a good Tarzan, and I can definitely see it.
Well, for those who don't know, Joseph Bonilla is Arnold's love child. He's getting into acting, and
Okay.
he won. But hey, I don't. It's the only thing I could call him that. I'm not demeaning him or anything.
Oh yeah.
But that kid is going to be successful. You know why?
Definitely. Why?
No. Well, because he has something to prove. He wants to be known more than just Arnold's love child.
hey, and
Huh.
as long as he works hard for it, and as long as he puts in that work, I mean, anything's possible as long as you set your mind to it.
Yeah.
Coming from the great philosopher Eric.
Why?
I wonder.
Thank you, Ty.
I wonder what company you're gonna work with, Eric.
Well, it's just, I don't have all of the answers, and you know what? It's okay to say you don't have all the answers, because when you say you don't have all the answers, well, then that allows you to develop more as an individual, and just wherever life takes me. I mean, I never imagined that I would be in a country music video. I never imagined I would be in a credit union commercial, and
Maybe
he's going to. I mean, honestly, I think Eric's gonna. Hopefully,
maybe Eric's gonna be with Disney.
I mean, it's possible, but
I'm joke. I mean, I don't know. I was joking, but
yeah, I mean, no one's gonna believe in you until you believe in yourself. Like basically, if you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm not good enough to be in a Disney movie," or whichever else, like, "Oh, I'm not good enough to be an accountant. I'm not good enough to be whichever else." Well, as long as you continue feeding your mindset with that negativity, well, and then of course you're not going to reach your goal.
right?
Yeah, I'm sorry if you already answered. I kind of busy just now, but will you do a regular live stream on your channel again sometime soon? It's been a while since you're doing one. Who, me or Eric?
Yeah, if he's talking about
No,
me, I just
he is
haven't
talking
had
about
time.
you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that 15-year anniversary live stream. I just haven't had time because I've been so busy. But I definitely will find time when I can to finally make that that Q&A 15-year anniversary live video. And yeah, I mean, I've just been so busy, like with planning my move and all these projects that I'm coming on. Like, I was just in my second horror movie not too long ago, and now I've been cast in my third, saving up money and planning. I mean, and figuring out the future of my education, and figuring out where I'm gonna go, and trying to keep up content on my channel with the podcast, and trying to get the podcast on other platforms. I mean, I've just been, and also just with life obligations, with taking care of insurance. And I mean, I wish that there was more than 24 hours in a day, but that's just not the world that we live in.
That's true.
But anyways, I would love to keep talking, but I'm gonna get going now. So we will. So yeah. So we will.
No, Eric's. Before you go, Mega G Sears said Eric should be cast at the sitcom that will sit you from the life of takes off.
But then he said Eric in the middle, and then everybody loves Eric. Which, yeah, I certainly greatly do appreciate that, Mecca. But anyways, I seriously got to get going now. So
yeah, I might have to. I might have to go too. So
okay,
I'm I don't know. My cat's being a cat right now. So
okay. It's a pleasure
I'll
to meet you. Yeah. Happy hope you had a Halloween. Yeah, I mean, I did. There were a lot of kids in my neighborhood. I mean, after all, like, I kind of live in a big neighborhood, so yeah. For some reason, my Wi-Fi is acting like an ass, but hey, at least my laptop is good this time, at least. Happy last Halloween. Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard that Creative Beast Studio is doing a smaller version of the Smilodon figure. that's actually pretty cool. I hope I can get that thing. I hope it's not Kickstarter, but yeah. I'm hopefully to get the Kickstarter Smilodon. Shit. Speaking of which, I gotta go to Creative Beast Studios. What the fuck? Oh. Creative Beast Studios. Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh wow, the Dryptosaurus, the 1/18 scale Dryptosaurus. Holy shit. Maybe eBay. I don't know yet. I do love Dryptosaurus, though. Maybe some other time. But oh, the Smilodon. Yeah. Wait, really? They are? Well, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, they are. They have a mini Smilodon one, which I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, you can remove the mane. So yeah, which I'm kind of glad because I still don't believe Smilodon did not had a mane. Not even like a mohawk mane like in most paleo scene or artwork, but yeah. I just think that lions have it. Lions are the only cats that have manes, not Smilodon or any of those animals. Oh wow, the black Smilodon's here still. I want to get the black Smilodon. Hope I can get it for Christmas. But yeah. You guys. Oh, okay. Well, so anyway, so you guys have a nice day and happy late Halloween as well. You guys take care and yeah. Okay, cool. Glad that they. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys have a nice day, and I'll catch you guys later.